Okay, first recording of the year. We're going to try this, and hopefully this is going well. We are in section 1-2, points, lines, planes. Most of this is not so bad. A couple things you're going to get confused about, so make sure you are listening. Homework assignment is right here. It is this, page 11. 1 through 7, I have you do all of them. That's these guys here. All of them, odds included, everything. Then 8 through 42, the evens. Holy crap, that seems like a lot. They are not that bad. It's page 15? Okay, my teacher's aide did not write it down right. Page 15. 8 through 42, the evens. Okay, good? Questions about that? Got that written down? Let's go. Let's do some notes here. All right, points, lines, and planes. These are all geometric things or geometric definitions. A point. Give an example in this room of something that could be a point.
This pencil's location.
Close. What about the pencil? Because the pencil itself is a line.
I know, but
that's an example
location.
Of a line. Like the end of the pencil, like the tip of the pencil, or the eraser on the pencil. That could be a point, right? A line would be the pencil, or the edge of the table, or something like that, right? What about a plane?
The earth is a location.
The flat surface, not plane as in airplane. Plane as in flat surface. So a plane would be like the tabletop, or the floor, or the ceiling, or the wall, a flat surface. Now, lines and planes in geometry, lines and planes in geometry go on indefinitely. So technically a line goes on forever in both directions, a plane goes on forever in both directions. But as it appears to like real life stuff, that rarely ever happens. Like that wall does not continue to go on indefinitely forever, but we still refer to it as a plane. True? Okay, let's talk about things. A point. Here is some logistics that the sooner you learn it, the easier life will be for you. You name a point by an uppercase letter and only that uppercase letter. So A or B or X. These are all points. Point A, point B, point X, point Z, point something else, right? That is how you name them, just with a capital letter. Okay, like this guy right here. That is A. Okay? The next one is a line. This line goes on indefinitely forever. There are different ways to name this line. Are you ready? Okay, you can name this line PQ and you call it PQ with a line over top of it. This is the name. Do you see that? Okay. Or you can name it line QP with a line over top of it. It does not matter what order you put them in. Or I can call this line, L-I-N-E, M. You see how it is named line M? But you have to put the word L-I-N-E in front of it. So line M. It's probably easier. What? But we're going to be dealing with figures that have multiple lines. So you have to tell me which line. All right, now, this is where I get particular. Is everybody listening right now? Yeah. Okay, and you will screw this up because I'm pretty sure I have a test question and everybody fails it. Okay, let's say I have P, Q, let's do R in the middle. Okay, what is the name of this line now? PRQ. No. Lines are only ever named with 2 points. So you could name this line PR. You can name it RP. You can name it RQ. You can name it QR. You can name it PQ. Or you could name it QP. But you cannot name it line PRQ because 3 letters is a plane, and we will learn that here in a second. Only 2 letters for a line. And each one of these should have lines over top of them.
Why don't you call it line M?
Or you could just call it line M, right? But not every line has a cursive letter. You will find that, okay? So you have to name it with the 2 letters. But if it has 3 points, you still only put 2 of them, and it doesn't matter which 2 you put. You'll be able to figure out which line it is if you just put 2 letters, okay? Now, if it is a plane like this one, you name a plane with 3 letters. Whoa. 3 letters, and you can call this plane BCD for plane. But you have to put the name, you have to put the word plane in front of it, okay? Plane K is what you can call this because that's your cursive letter. You could call it plane CDB. It doesn't matter what order you put them in. Here are all your options right here. Doesn't matter what order you put them in, but that is a plane. It takes 3 points to make a plane. And you have to name it with 3 points or call it the cursive letter plane K. That is what it is. Okay? You could call it plain CBD, sure. Whatever. Yeah. Space. Down here, space is defined as boundless three-dimensional set of all points. Space can contain lines and planes. Circle this word right here, collinear, because key is very important. They will use that terminology in your homework assignment, and you'll be like, what does that mean? Collinear. Co means same, linear means line. So two things that are on the same line. Give me 2 points that are collinear.
B and A.
B and A. Is D and A collinear? Is B and C collinear?
Yeah.
Yes. What about DCB? Are those collinear?
No.
No. I picked these 3 points, and I gave you all 3 points and said, are they collinear? Even though B and C are, D is not. So that makes it fail, right? Those 3. I mean, but it doesn't have one, so
What about D and E?
sure. Right. D and E are not collinear, but it doesn't have it on here. Okay? Now, Another word is coplanar. Co means same, planar means plane. These points are all coplanar because they all live on the same plane. Yeah? Okay, but let's say E is floating off over here. P and E are not coplanar. True? If these were in the same diagram or whatever, you know. Okay, got it? Coplanar, collinear. Same plane, same line. Go to example 1. Okay, give me a line that can, we're on part A and we're referring to this figure. Give me a line that contains point Q. Line C, or I could say TQ, or I could say TR. Any of those are naming this line right here that contains point Q. Got it? You only have to list 1, right? I listed 3 different ways to name that line. You only have to list 1. All right, going down to B. I'm going fast. What?
Will we have to graph all this together?
You will have to graph like a couple things, but not everything, like just how I'm doing here. Okay, give me a plane that contains point S and point T. Do you know where point S and point T are?
No.
ST. Give me a name of that plane. Plane what? Plane A. That's the cursive letter in the corner, or I could call it plane STR, right? Or whatever, just as long as I pick 3 things that are on that line. Got it? Or on that plane. Good? All of these. Oh, wait. Nope, not all of those. Circle another correct name for plane A. What's another correct name for plane A? QST would work. Yep. What about STV? Nope, because V is not on it. QVS?
Nope.
All of these, V screws it up, right? Okay? All right, example 2. Name the geometric terms modeled by the objects in the picture. The notebook models a what? A plane. Okay, the edges of the notebooks modeled by lines are called JK, KL, and NJ, or JN, right? They give this one, we want JN, or NJ, right? The quarter models point blank in space. Point M. Points N, L, and K. Where's N, L, K? N, L, and K are what? No, points N, L, and K are coplanar because they all live on the notebook. Right? Coplanar. P, Q, and R are something. P, Q, R are collinear. All right, am I going too fast? Are we doing okay? Same line, same plane.Got it?
Is it a plane if the bottom is not connected?
Oh, I mean, it could be connected. They just didn't draw it.
They're lazy.
They're lazy. It's fine. Right. But they don't have to show us that there's obviously an edge there. There's a line that exists there. They just didn't highlight it. Right? What? Okay, moving on. Next. Intersection of lines and planes. Let's go to example 3. Draw and label a figure to represent the relationship. All right. I'm going to pretend I don't know what that looks like, and I'm going to draw this for you. It says QR and ST intersect at U. Okay, but then they give me coordinates. So Q is at -3, -2. Here is where Q lives. R is at 4, 1. You can draw this or you can just watch because you have it on your paper. It doesn't matter. S is at 2, 3. So here is S, that was R. And T was at -1, -5. 1, 2, 3, -1, -5. Here is T. So which lines go together?
S and T.
ST goes together and QR goes together. And where they intersect is at place where?
U.
U. They call it U. Okay? Point V is coplanar with these points, but not collinear with any of the lines. So where can V live? Shh. You gotta listen. V is coplanar, but not collinear. V can live over here, or V could live down here, or V could live over here, or V could live over here, wherever it wants to live, as long as it's not on the same line. Got it? That was not that hard. Good? Okay, moving on. Example 4. Flip to the next page. We're going fast. Okay, now this is where it gets a little bit difficult, because if you cannot see 3 dimensions on this 2-dimensional sheet of paper, it's going to be a little bit harder for you. Do you see that this is like a tent coming out of the page? Can you see that? Okay, it's a little harder for people if they can't visualize that. All right, how many planes appear in the figure? Part A.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1.
7. It's 7.
Wait.
4, 5, 6,
7.
7.
It's 7, yeah.
I'm a genius.
Wait.
How many is it?
Can you give us the answer?
Trevin was right. It was 6.
What?
Okay?
She said 7.
And you corrected yourself,
yeah,
and then
I
you
see
corrected
now.
yourself as wrong.
Yeah.
It is 6 of them, because there is,
It's
well, let me do
a
this. This guy, there are 5 sides around this little tent thing, right?
did.
And then the bottom, does the
But that's in the other
pentagon, does the pentagon count as a separate one?
No.
No, he is on top of the little rectangle. Okay, so there are 6 of them. 6 planes, and we're not going to name them because I don't want to do that. Okay, there are 6 planes. Do you see that? It is hard sometimes to see that. Okay? Does anybody need more explanation than that? You're good? No, you need more explanation? You're sure? Okay, this is just wait. This is a pentagonal pyramid, right? Meaning it's a pyramid and it comes to a top, but it has a pentagon on the bottom, which means it has 5 sides. And since this is resting on the rectangle piece at the bottom, that's 1, and then 5 around the edges. That makes 6 total. Okay. Right. Okay, what's happening with this little thing going on right here? Like, what is that doing? It's a line doing what?
It's just
See it?
there. Just hang around.
It's doing this. See that? It's shoving through, it's hitting that, and it's like going through this. So this right here is underneath,
It
right?
could be
It's
like a
the
tent
underside.
stake or something.
Okay, right. It's like going through the object. All right. Name 4 points that are collinear. There is only one option for those 4 points that are collinear. H, I, C, and F are the only collinear ones. All right. Name the intersection of planes GAC. Which one's plane GAC? GAC is like the back side of that, so this guy back here, and plane P. Do they intersect? The backside plane, the one that I stated, and this bottom surface here, where do they touch each other? At the bottom, which is line CG. They touch at that line CG where they come together, okay? So I'm going to go CG, and I'm going to put a line over top of it. Or you can do GC, doesn't matter. It's the same thing, okay? All right. Last question. I'm going to erase. At what point do JI is this guy going here. It's going through that object. And DC, where do they intersect?
They don't.
At the tip.
Will they intersect
Oh, no.
if they keep going forever?
Yes.
I
Yes, if they go
don't think
forever.
they will.
Don't.
This guy right here
Up and
is
down.
going straight up and down, right?
The other one is shooting.
And the other one
that
is
way.
going like this.
They're never gonna
So
intersect.
even if that extends on, this is like this flat guy. This would be like this guy extending on this way. It's still not going to touch up here,
What?
right? Confused?
The
This
line
guy
going
is straight up and down. He is this piece. This guy right here is
Flat.
flat. It's going like this. So it's like going past each other in 3D space. This is hard to see, right? This is hard to see 3 dimensions on a 2-dimensional sheet of paper. Because if this keeps going, it looks like they intersect, but they do not, because it's this guy, right? And they're gonna not touch each other, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the answer? At what point do they?
They don't.
It does not appear that the lines intersect. Okay?
So if there's a plane under that, then technically would J lie on all the planes or would he lie on none?
If there's a plane underneath, like down here, like down here, like this,
Yeah.
then J would not live on any of them.
Your dreads.
Yep.
Cannons
Yep. He's collinear with the line that goes through that plane, but otherwise, yeah, he's not gonna. Okay, questions? Do we have more figures in that? Oh, we have one more. Modeling intersections. A biplane has 2 main wings that are stacked one above one another. Okay, these look like they are parallel. Yeah? These are my 2 wings. This guy and this guy, stacked on top of each other. Struts connect the wings. So these guys are struts right here. Okay? And are used for support. Flying wires run diagonally from the main body of the plane to the wings and between the stacked wings. So these are my, what are those called?
flying.
Flying wires to hold everything in place. Whatever. That's flying wires. All right. Complete the statement regarding the geometric term modeled. Each wing models a
Line.
Plane. Plane.
I think it's, according to the way that it looks here, it looks like a line, but we know that like aerially, this is going to be like a flat surface. So I'm going to say it's a plane. Okay? The intersection of a strut and a wing. The intersection of a strut and a wing. A strut is this guy here and a wing is this guy here. What do they form when they intersect? A point. They intersect at one place, which is a point. So, point goes here. Okay? And then it says the crossing of 2 flying wires. So this is a flying wire here, and this is a flying wire here. The crossing of that makes a point as well, right? They're crossing one place. So it is making a point. Okay? Questions? You may. Here's your homework assignment. Get your butts going. All right? You have lots of time. All right. Goodbye, people watching this video.